Hi friends, really quick video showing you how to make croutons with leftover stale bread or not stale bread. If you love croutons but hate the really hard tooth-breaking type of croutons from the grocery store, this is a super duper easy way. I'm going to show you two different ways. So this is just some garlic sourdough that I have. You can use plain bread. You can use rolls of bread, anything you have left over. I would stay away from those really highly preservative laden, really soft red, yellow, and blue labeled breads from the grocery store. Do something that has some integrity to it, like an artisan bread or, what I'm doing right now is just cutting it into squares. You can make gigantic croutons, you can make little croutons. Just do what you like, and you can squeeze the bread, it doesn't matter. I like mine about a medium size, maybe the size of a die, or a little bit bigger than a pair of dice, like that. And I have a bowl ready to go here of some other diced bread. Can you see that? There we go. Okay, and or you can just break it up into pieces. They don't have to be square, it doesn't matter. All right, now to this, we're gonna add some olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, use the oil that you do have. And we're just gonna mix that around a little bit. And I don't like mine too greasy, so I'm gonna stick with that. Now, even though the bread already has salt in it, we're gonna add more flavor by sprinkling a little bit of kosher salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. If you don't have fresh cracked, don't worry about it. Just use what you have. And at this point, you can now put this into an oven on a sheet pan for about 10 minutes, stirring once, about 2 to 3 minutes in, and then taking them out when they're the color that you like. But I'm gonna go a little more simply, and I'm just gonna turn on my stove. I've already made some croutons in this pan, so that's why it looks like this. Put a little oil in there. Here are the croutons I already made. Look at that. Bag those up in a bag and you have them all week long, or in a Tupperware or whatever. Normally to my croutons, I like to add onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, just to give it some texture, but add whatever seasonings you like. If you're making yourself a Mexican Caesar salad and you want some croutons that have some of that flavor, add cumin and some paprika or some chili powder to this, and you have yourself some Southwestern croutons. The world is your oyster. Just do what you want with it. I'm gonna pop these into the pan really quick. Make them into one level layer. And then just cook them on all sides until they're the doneness that you like. Store them in an airtight jar or an airtight container. Leave them at room temperature. Don't refrigerate them because moisture is gonna make them soggy. And if they do become just a little bit soggy, just put them in the oven for a few minutes, or in a toaster oven, or if you have that new Ninja Foodie everybody's talking about, dehydrate it a little bit. Just take some of the moisture off. But I'm gonna tell you, homemade croutons are so much better than store-bought. And literally, I'm just gonna wait on this. I love Pecorino Romano cheese on my croutons. So just before these all cook all the way through, I can sprinkle some Pecorino Romano cheese on there just to get it to adhere to them. Take it off the oven or off the stove and put them right into a bowl to cool. And you have Parmesan, garlic, sourdough croutons. Remember, any bread, homemade, store-bought, just make sure it's an artisan type of one that has some integrity to it. You don't want the kind that you can use as a pillow, because that just won't hold up, and there's so much moisture in that bread that it'll actually go moldy quickly. So this is that preservative-free bread, and I do this a lot with my own homemade bread too. So that's it. So that is gonna turn into this in a couple of minutes. And see how crunchy they are? I'll have my husband crunch. I don't know if you can hear that, but he crunched it up, and he's already eaten 5 or 6 of these. So these will probably be gone by tomorrow, right, Bill? Mm-hmm. Especially with some homemade ranch. Okay, so that's it. Easy peasy sourdough croutons. Have a great day. Be kind to each other. Ciao.